Welcome to Numerical Methods, Summer 2019. My name is Dr. Mike Reynolds, and I'm going to be your instructor this summer. And this video is just designed to be a quick introduction to the course. So please watch carefully, and just my goal here is to make sure you understand what we're going to be doing this summer. All right, first off, this is the syllabus. I'm going to go through this in a moment, but let me just tell you how to get to the syllabus. If you go to here to your e-desktop, right, to my UWF. If you click on e-learning Canvas, you can probably find a course that looks something like this. Okay, so that's what it'll look like for you when you log into Numerical Methods on e-learning. So you all should be able to get to that. And the first thing you should see there is a syllabus, EGM 3344 syllabus. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to walk you through the syllabus and talk a little bit about it. My contact information is given there, my office number and phone. My cell phone is also given there. If you do need to text me, that's okay, but I prefer email. Also, just as a note, when it comes to email, please use the regular email. My email is mreynolds2@uwf.edu. I prefer that you do not use the inbox that's offered through Canvas e-learning. Okay, please don't use that inbox. Instead, please go ahead and just use regular email. It's just a lot easier for me, okay? But if you do write me in Canvas, I'll write you back, but it's just harder to keep track of things, okay? All right, my office hours, I don't have any set hours. They are by appointment only, but I'm happy to work with you. So just reach out to me and tell me when you can come in, and I'd be happy to work with you. I will occasionally go to Fort Walton Beach, and it is even possible for me to meet you over in Fort Walton Beach if need be, okay? All right, so let me talk a little bit about the course. The goal of the course is to teach numerical methods, and numerical methods is basically a very practical course, okay? We're trying to solve engineering problems, and we're trying to solve them very practically. So we're not worried so much about elegant solutions. We just want to figure out how to get the number, okay? The goal is to figure out how to get a number, and obviously a number that's accurate and precise, okay? And so there's a lot of different parts of numerical methods. We're basically going to do a whole lot of math review. We're going to review things as simple as solving one equation, one unknown, and things as complicated as higher level differential equations, boundary value problems as well, okay? And so we cover calculus, we cover differential equations, we cover matrix algebra, we cover optimization, and we also learn a little bit about how to program a computer. Okay, and in fact, I would say that the computer programming is typically the most difficult and challenging part of the course for most students. So that's going to be the thing that you're going to really want to work on. And so one of the goals of the course is to introduce you to MATLAB and sharpen your programming skills. By the way, you don't have to use MATLAB. You can also write your code in Excel, and I'll talk about that in a moment. All right, the course text is Numerical Methods with MATLAB for Engineers 7th edition by Chopra. But I'll tell you this, if you happen to have an older edition of Numerical Methods by Chopra, that's fine too, okay? So if you want to find an older edition of the course text, then you should definitely do that, okay? The homework, okay, there's a couple things that this is kind of incomplete here. I may need to edit this actually as I'm looking at this. The homework is divided into 5 blocks, but you really have 2 things that you need to do with homework, okay? And so, by the way, if you're watching this video, I'm going to edit the syllabus a little bit and add a little bit more information to it. There's nothing wrong with this information, but it's a little bit incomplete. Your homework is going to be 20% of your grade. But really, there's 2 different ways we're going to do homework, okay? One way we're going to do homework is using this system called Mcgraw-Hill Connect, online homework system, okay? And so if you go to sign up at Mcgraw-Hill Connect, you should see something like this right now. You should be able to log into this and find that you have a homework 1 waiting for you, okay? It's due May 29th, okay? And so you've got a few weeks, and it's not a very long assignment. This is basically problems that are from the book that are going through this system. Now, this is the first time I've ever used this online system for this particular book, okay, Chopra Numerical Methods. I've taught out of Chopra Numerical Methods for many years, but I've never used the online system, so it's going to be new for me. But I think it's going to be good. So part of your homework is going to be here in the online system. But listen, it's not all of the homework, okay? Because I still need you to do some programming. Some of the homework will be done. Computer programming will not be through this system, okay? Now, you have homework 1 here, and so you need to sign up at McGraw-Hill Connect. If you got the book through the bookstore, you should get a code that gets you automatically through to Connect. But if you want to buy an older textbook, you can buy the older textbook and then purchase the Connect software, Connect online system separately, okay? And that's probably your cheapest deal. You can get an old book and then just purchase the Connect online, okay? But you should see, if you look at the homework, it's got a little message here. It tells you, oh, by the way, it's 1%, minus 1% for each hour late. So you don't want to be too late because you're going to keep losing at 1%. Okay, and then you can go and start to look at your homework here. Okay, so I'm not going to go too much into this. I'm just looking at a preview. All right, so that's basically what it looks like, the online homework system. If you have any questions about the online homework system, please reach out and talk to me. But one of the things I'll be doing is checking to make sure everyone's in the system. Okay, you need to make sure you're in the system, because if you can't get in the system, you can't do the homework, and so you're going to really be hamstrung. And so this is the homework. Now, this first homework is worth, this part's worth 40 points, but there's also another 60 points in a separate section. Okay, so how do I find the other part of the homework? Okay, well, if you go to Module 1, okay, which is what we're going to be doing, okay, this class is divided up into 5 modules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're right now in Module 1 until the 29th of May. And so what you have here, if you look carefully, it says Numerical Methods Programming Homework 1 down here at the bottom. If you click on it, it goes through and it says, oh, you've been randomly assigned some problems, okay, based upon your UWF, the last 3 digits of your UWF ID right there. Okay, so you say, well, what are these problems? How do I find them? Well, click back here and it says Homework 1 Programming Problems. Click there. Okay, and then it says using MATLAB or Excel, and then there's your 30 different problems. You've been assigned three problems out of those 30. Okay, 3 problems out of those 30 are randomly assigned to you. Now, remember what I said, you can use MATLAB or Excel. You don't have to use MATLAB if you don't like to. You don't have to use Excel. Okay, you can use one or the other, okay, to do these problems. Okay, now MATLAB is available to you. All right, you want to know how to find MATLAB? You go here and you go to Argo Apps. Oops, I have to learn how to spell. That would be better, right? Argo Apps. Here we go. And you go find that. And I like to use the one. Now, the Argo apps, the regular Argo apps, if you follow the instructions, this one's really good, okay? And so I recommend the regular Argo apps. But today I'm going to just use the Argo apps Lite, okay, which is slower. So I'm going to log in, go here, I'm going to go to Apps, and look at MATLAB right there. And now the problem with this is it is a little slow, okay? I will admit that it's a little slow, so you have to get used to it. And the other issue is it can be confusing where students are saving their programs. Make sure you're saving the programs in somewhere where you can access them. Okay, so I'm going to load this up, and I hope it doesn't take too long for you to see this here, because it is a little slow sometimes. Okay, here we go. While it's loading, I'll mention that you can also do the homework in Excel using Excel Visual Basic. Now, if you want to learn more about how to do all this stuff, I have a lot of resources here. So for instance, I have a video, Intro to MATLAB. Okay, I'm going to talk a lot about MATLAB. Here's another video, more MATLAB and approximate error. Okay, and then there's another video, error and Taylor series. You should definitely watch all these videos. Okay, now if you say, and then I also have a tutorial here, a MATLAB tutorial. Okay. Now, if you say, look, I watched all your MATLAB videos and I still hate MATLAB. I really don't want to use MATLAB. I want to use Excel. Well, I have a tutorial for Excel right here. And I have a long and a short tutorial PDF version as well here. So if you want to program in Excel, you can program in Excel. If you want to program in MATLAB, you can program in MATLAB. I don't care. Some students don't like the fact that they don't have MATLAB on their own computer, and so they know they have Excel, so they want to program in Excel instead of MATLAB. If you want to program in Excel, you better look at my tutorial, and you probably ought to go through the short and the long tutorials here so that you learn a little bit more about how to program in Excel. If you want to program in MATLAB, then watch these videos, of course. Everybody should watch the videos. And then you could go through the MATLAB tutorial on your own. And again, okay, so you continue to write code in here, and then and again, go through the tutorials, make sure you learn how to write the code, and you can use this. But be careful where you're saving it. See here it says H. That's a good place to save it. Another good place to save it is if you have your G drive, Google Drive. I think a lot of you are going to love saving it on your G drive, your Google Drive, because then you can access it that way as well. Okay, but you have to be careful where you're saving it when you use this software. Okay, all right. So let's see. Let me go back to the syllabus here, and I've talked about homework. And again, I need to modify that syllabus a little bit, add a little bit of detail there. But also, I want to talk about the exams. Okay, so you have two exams, a midterm and a final. Okay, now I'm going to offer all the exams at the UWF Testing Center on the Pensacola campus. Now, I know some of you are going to say, look, I can't come to Pensacola for the exam. That's fine. You can take your exam somewhere else, but it has to be proctored. Okay, and I have to be able to work with you. So if you cannot take the exam on the Pensacola campus, given those dates there, for the midterm, June 27th to 24th through 27th, and the final, August 6th through 8th. If you can't do that, then you need to reach out to me for arrangements, okay? And so I'm expecting you to be there, and again, it's on a range of dates. You show up and take the exam whenever you want during that time, okay? Because it's going to be offered at the testing center. It's flexible for your own schedule. So as long as the testing center is open during those days, you can take the exam, all right? Now, attendance, of course, I don't want to take attendance in an online class, but it's important that all of you do log into the system in the first week. Everyone log into eLearning Canvas the first week, because that's how you're going to basically tell me that you're attending the class. All right, grades, everybody wants to know where they stand, and I want to provide you adequate feedback. So if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, and just to give you kind of an idea, again, the course is divided into 5 blocks. These are the blocks. The first homework is due 5/29 for block 1, and these are the homework dates for all of them. Basically, the midterm covers blocks 1 through 3. The final covers all the blocks, but has a little bit more emphasis on blocks 4 and 5. Okay, now going back to the e-learning site. Right now I have the homework set for homework 1, but I don't have the homework for 2, 3, 4, and 5 yet. Those will be placed soon. And I have with Mcgraw Hill Connect the information related to the first homework, but I don't have the other ones, but I will get those set up in advance as well. So if you have any questions about anything related to this video, please let me know. But in general, the way you're going to approach this course is you're going to watch the videos in each module, and then you're going to tackle the homework in each module. Okay, I would say for many students, Module 1 is actually the hardest. Why? Because it has a lot of programming, and for many students, programming is going to be a real challenge. If that's your case, because you've never done programming before, my advice is to start early. Don't try to do the programs the last day or so. Okay, start early, and then when you start early, you can message me and see if I can help you. Okay, if you send me examples of your code that doesn't work, I can give you tips and advice. But that happens when you start early. You've got to start early. Don't wait till the last minute. Start early. Okay. All right, that's my main advice. Good luck, and let's have a great semester.